what was your plan involving Matt Ryan, Terry? Again, this is the first time I'm talking to you. Last year's draft, you cast a die. The die was cast where you went Pitts instead of either Mac Jones or Justin Fields, who was on the board. Why did you do that at that time, and how has that started a domino effect of a plan that we see playing out now with the second draft, Terry?
Well, we, in our opinion, we have a really good staff, and from scouts, the coaches, and the entire staff, and we go through a process, Rich, and we go through a process of setting the board, and we want to take the best players off the board, and we've constantly said that, and that's the way we're going to operate. So we're never going, if we feel like a quarterback is the best player on the board at that particular time, we're going to take him. And like when we took Desmond Ridder in the third round, at the time we took him, he was the best football player on the board. That's why we took him. If there was a player at 8 we wanted this year, whatever position, or at 4 last year, we were going to take him. So we never make a decision, Rich, going into a draft that we have to take this position, we have to take that position. You're not going to solve everything in one draft. Or one free agency, one off season. It's progress over perfection. We're trying to improve, and we're trying to improve the roster. So we're never going to reach for a position. So the players that we took off the board, we have clear plans for those guys. When you get to Matt and our playing with Matt, obviously Matt's in Indianapolis right now. We appreciate Matt and the time we're able to spend with him, and we appreciate the Colts. They're first class throughout that whole process, and we're really happy for him. And we're moving forward, and we're excited about our quarterback room right now with Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder and Felipe. You talk about a big athletic group, and just the way those guys look coming off the bus is real good, and they're wired the right way. They come in here and work as soon as Marcus found a house here. He's been out here working, and it's cool having a guy like that he wants to. Because some players do their work on their own, other places, and that's fine. That's their right. But Marcus wanted to be in the building, getting to know the people in the building, endearing the teammates, and doing those things. And so we're really excited about that. So
I know I hit the Wayback Machine with a question, like a serious Wayback Machine with a question. But the reason why I did that is, again, it's a path that you started with your first draft choice and now the latest. But in between all that was Matt Ryan, a season with him, and now he is in Indianapolis. And then you did have the I guess pursuit of Deshaun Watson for a while, as it was reported. So I'll just ask you one question about that, if you don't mind. Were you surprised when you heard that the Browns were getting him and gave him all that guaranteed money after you were investing your time and whatever else you were talking about with him on that front?
No, not at all. In this business, I've been in this business, I guess, almost 20 years now, and there's not any surprises in this business at all, and what happens. And but those are situations where we go through the process and we determine, hey, we're going to turn over every stone and we're going to explore every opportunity. And that was something that we explored. And there's always going to be things written and said that aren't always true. But we just go through our process and we accept the results. And then the result of sending Matt where he was sent, how was he kept apprised in your relationship with him throughout that entire process with him now being in Indianapolis, Terry? Yeah, man, Arthur Smith, again, I talked about how he's one of the smartest people I've been around. He's also a rare communicator. And as we went through that entire process, he communicated the entire time. And just to make sure, and that's how we operate. He's, again, unique in that way to where any player on this roster, player 1 or player 90, whatever they needed at any time, there's an open door process. They can come to me or they can obviously go to Arthur, and they do that. So I think he's special in that way, and we're very transparent in how we operate here.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.